What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Most of you brothers know I'm also very active in what is called the pro-black community here on YouTube, the Pan-African community, which in itself is a very diverse community. It's not just Hoteps or Hebrew Israelites or, Nation of Gaza Earth, the 5% Nation, Nation of Islam, or, some brothers is atheists, some people is just spiritual. You got people who have, ancestral religions. So all of it is like one big community. We don't all get along. Some people are Christians, some people are Islam, Muslims. So it's a big community, and some of these guys that come through the communities are very charismatic. You got people like Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Nature Boy. All right. Even though Young Pharaoh is not implicated in the things that Brother Polite and Nature Boy were implicated in, just that kind of person that's very charismatic. Umar is charismatic, and guys like this typically build a real big fan base, and these are some of the guys that I feel like they can make people do almost anything, and that's exactly what Brother Polite has done and what this guy, Nature Boy, has done. Nature Boy was living in Costa Rica. At first I believe he was in like New York City somewhere. Then they got some people to move out to there. And what he was doing, bro, was crazy. He would be taking dudes' girlfriends and smashing them. Like, he's doing all kind of crazy stuff, right? And his real name is Eligio Bishop. The problem was he never changed, so he came back to the States, right? And then one of the ladies was trying to leave the cult. He didn't want to let her leave. He forced himself on the lady. Then, after he did that, he posted the video online, and he forgot he was in the States now, which was dumb and stupid and vile. And before we get to the guilty plea or the guilty verdict, I want you to hear two examples of former members. These are black women, right? The first lady actually was with another guy. Okay, she left this guy for Nature Boy and had his baby. Let's listen to that.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea because he pretended to be someone that he wasn't.
Behind this smiling face, Velvet Marquez faced her hardest years next to Eligio Bishop.
He literally held me hostage. He took all of my identification, my passport, my birth certificate, my social, my bank cards, everything, you name it, medical documentations.
She says Bishop, the leader of the so-called cult Carbon Nation, went from spoiling her to abusing her when she got pregnant.
I was forced to engage in sexual activity that I did not want to do. I was still strangled on multiple occasions. So I had to willingly engage in these sexual activities because of to keep myself safe. He would abuse me in front of the women.
She had their daughter in 2019, and a year and a half later, she says he forced her to legally marry him in a Las Vegas chapel.
There was no medical attention given to us. So when I actually went into labor, I had to be rushed to the hospital 2 hours away.
For years, the cult would drive and settle across Central America. Velvet says Bishop lived off of other members' PPP loans and life savings. She gave him her $3,000 college fund, while others gave tens of thousands of dollars. And after 4 tries, she successfully ran away with their daughter with no money but hope.
My child is important. I don't understand how anybody could leave their child to be with him or to go live with him.
Now, Velvet tells me she has since received death threats from Eligio and that he even showed up to her family's home in Louisiana just months after she ran away.
Then you have this other sister who did the same thing. She left, and, that was it.
What would you call it? A group? A cult? Would you call it a cult?
I call it a cult now, yes. Yes, I do.
A Facebook post convinced Erica Carroll to move from New York to Honduras in 2006 to embark on a life-changing experience, one where she was told she'd be able to build a new community, eat vegan food, and be in touch with nature.
It was just in a place in my life where I was just searching for some spiritual truth.
The group back then was known as Melanation. Carol says it was led by Eligio Bishop, who went by Nature Boy. She says all 9 of them were forced to sleep in tents, use restrooms outside, and attend long meetings to, quote, face your demons.
it was a lot of verbal and mental abuse.
But after 1 year, what got her to leave was when she says she witnessed Bishop hit his girlfriend at the time.
He slapped her up and punched her a couple of times, and then he told her to go in the tent and give him oral sex. So that was the breaking point for me.
But walking away, she realized, was easier than going back home.
I had to check myself into a couple of hospitals and get my mind right. I was seeing spirits, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Like I was going through a lot, and it was all connected to him though.
Carol says since leaving in 2007, the cult, now known as Carbon Nation, turned more abusive and sexual. She says for some, it wasn't as easy to leave.
He has the women fighting each other. He's put his hand on the men. He always said that he wanted like a lot of wives, like he want, 10 wives.
He's had a history of charges before his arrest this week. Carol remembers being in Costa Rica when she says he was accused of kidnapping a Canadian woman who was staying with them.
So now let's get to the actual guilty verdict, okay?
On count one, how does the jury find? Count one, guilty.
A guilty verdict on all charges against an alleged cult leader accused of a follower who tried to escape. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Jurors in DeKalb County came back with 5 guilty verdicts against alleged sex cult leader Eligio Bishop. But he wasn't even in the courtroom to hear the verdict.
Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has been following this trial since the beginning. He joins us now with a closer look at that verdict and the sentence Bishop will face. Tyler?
Yeah, Russ, good evening to you. Alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop is now a convicted. And just moments ago, the judge sentenced him to life without the possibility of parole.
Now, I want you to hear the statement that he's about to give to the judge after giving this sentence, and then we're gonna come back.
Mr. Bishop, do you want to be heard? Come on up to if you do, come on up to the podium. And we'll swear you in.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to test the testimony you give the truth? For sure. At all times.
All right, what is it you'd like me to consider?
I just want to say something to all of them.
Well,
I just want to say.
Just direct it to me, please, not to.
I'll direct it to you. I'll direct it to you.
Okay.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
I'm not answering any questions of yours, Mr.
I forgive you. I forgive you, and I still love you. I forgive you, and I still love you. I got nothing in my heart. I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset with you. I forgive you. I want you to know I still love you and forgive you. And kiss my baby girl and let her know I love her. And I love y'all. I will never, I promise you, you know how I am. In my heart, you know how I am. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you.
All right.
I
got that.
And no hate.
Okay.
No hate.
Is there anything else?
My heart, light as a feather. I promise you, I love you and I'm still here. I ain't missed one lick. I see what y'all doing, and I want you to know, I forgive you. And I see y'all in the end.
All right, thank you.
I just want to say this, okay? First of all, this brother has a big time mental problem. The guy is crazy. I don't see how any of these sisters felt like they would be safe with a guy like this. He's using their money to live off the thing. The first sister, I don't see why she would have to go somewhere and be with a person like that. He had a lot of attractive ladies that was there. And the whole time I'm like, what are they doing out here in Costa Rica, in Central America, living off the grid? How is this guy supporting himself? They would be on Bigo. I heard they were on streaming apps getting money. And the guy used to have Instagram popping and all that stuff. And I just say, how can somebody be silly enough to actually believe what the guy is talking about when the guy's an idiot? And it just bamboozles me, man. Like, how can you even get there? And again, this dude, I just don't know, bro. I don't know. It's very sad what happened to the lady, but how do you even get in contact with a guy like this? You know what I mean? So again, man, the guy is crazy. Something is wrong with him. He needs to be in prison. That is for sure. But the question is, you know, basically, who's going to be the next person to come up and you're going to have somebody fall for this shit all over again? So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. We're out.